shall be answered there. Descendants of warriors recite their folklore. The ultimate techniques can be mastered there. Nomads of the plains exchange a fairy tale. The lost treasures must be slumbering there. From all across the land of Arcania, each culture pursues its own legends. They journey to Yggdrasil, yearning to reach the top and meet their destinies.
Hail and well met, my brave heroes! Just kidding! Have a nice day!
Welcome. There's no new... What'll it be? What'll it be? Come again.
Hello. Alright. American ISPs are definitely horrible. Yeah, consistency is more important than quality, isn't it?
I'll help you. I'll destroy you. Be gone.
Oh, it's a kill, not a life bind.
You won't get away from me!
There.
Ha!
Kya. Ha.
Oh, it's over already?
There we are. Oh, shortcut already. This okay. Either that's a giraffe or it's a flying thing, but it's probably a giraffe. Alright, let's mark the shortcut. Actually, did I ever find the chicken on floor 8? I don't think I did. Would it even be on floor 8, though? I'm gonna go double check something. So I think in this room we might have the forest hen. I don't think I walked on every tile, so it would either be in that corner or that corner. If it's there at all, anyways. Not in here, I remember checking all the tiles in that room. Ooh, nice. I now have the feeling that I got you back into Etrian Odyssey, like, more so than you were before. Yeah. I forget what the Northern Shrine held. Alright, we don't want ice, even though it's weak to ice. Instead, what we want is lightning bolts to hit all of them. Wait a minute. Double wait a minute. Actually, chain fire. Because they're weak to fire, so fireball should still do decent damage even though it's splash.
Take that! Ha! This is it!
Hey, Sora! Oh, that thing died fast.
Disappear.
Yeah, that's true. On one hand, I appreciate it. On the other, I'm thinking Nexus is so far ahead in the future. Like, I think you could accurately describe that game as the best hits album. So, it would only really be a satisfying watch if you have the context of playing every other game. Alright. Fireball that one. That should get us a kill this turn. Ruinous Power is really just to get a bit of healing in.
That went well.
Nothing here? Nothing here. Fantastic. Hold on. There's something here. Alright. Auto event. Yeah, it probably would be the last one. Yeah, maybe. Maybe by then. The only other ones that could cause a bit of a... that could be potentially after Nexus would be the first, the second, and the first Untold. It's just... because the first two games have their Untold remakes, so you could argue that you don't need to play one or the other. And while I might not be for playing EO2, actually I might still play that on stream because I want to give it another shot now that I know it a bit better. But for the first game, it's like, sure, Untold's more up to date, but I feel like I've already said like why I'm not super. I think least favorite in this series is the apt description. They really designed the whole thing around the story party, and then when they rewrote the story, they spoiled themselves. There's like major spoilers in the freaking opening cutscene they made for the game. It's like, yeah, it's updated, it's got more mapping tools, it should have better class balance, but like, my god, the overall experience might be better in the original than the story party. Okay, second Untold though is much better. So I definitely play the second Untold because that's actually one of my favorites. I'm not sure where in the ranking they would be. I haven't actually tried to rank the Etrian Odysseys. But I think the second Untold will be in top 3. Is that a typo, Alyssa, or some strange new saying that you youngsters have coined? Yeah, actually that would be a good idea. Huh. Nice idea, Alyssa. Yep. Apostrophe is right next to the enter key. That's happened to me before. Yeah, that right. Party sort of seems alright. I worried about the chain fencer. Because I might be focusing too much on the stab procs versus the elemental procs. Might be what I'm seeing. Yeah, I got Harpooner for elements, Pugilist for binds. No botanist though. Not sure how you're gonna meet all the conditionals without all the elements. Unless Master Dial has something, I forget. I know they have sleep, maybe they have some other stuff. While treading along the rough mountain pass, you spot a stout bird by the side of the road. Looks like the same forest hen you saw a little while ago. It's still pecking around. When the forest hen looks up at you, it flaps its wings and happily approaches. Could it be that it remembers your faces? Maybe it would be nice to give it a fish. This is why we hung on to 2 fish. When you present a fish to the forest hen, it clucks happily and swallows the fish whole. After choking down the fish, the chicken flaps its wings and disappears from view. It's like, on the one hand, I can imagine that as the hen just, flying up into the sky, but fading out. Like, just fading as it gets further away, like maybe 5 meters off the ground, it just starts to fade out. Clearly far sooner than it actually should. Or it's just on the ground, and it just fades from existence. I mean, hey, either way, it fades from view. Anywho, we found the forest hen, so yay! Objective complete. Yeah, and also one thing that I realized late last stream was that you get those, I don't think I carry any on me. Yeah, but you get some items that have inbuilt ailment infliction, so you could give like, what was like a Gorgon bow can cause petrification. Put that on your shaman. Or something. Have to have high luck though. Yeah, your Harbinger should give a pretty broad sweep of ailments. Celestrian? Interesting pick. Because if I remember correctly, I was going to use... This is not Untold. In Untold, I've got like a Troubadour with Restful Tune. Or a Medic with Cure, and I was about to just go into the exact slot where I have the Medic or Troubadour and have them heal our Gephi, but no, this is 5. I had a confusion moment. That's not blue. And of course there's also always Formaldehyde, which is what I highly recommend if you ever have to get a curse conditional, like, no. No thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's... So looking here, it kind of looks like that extends, the abyss extends the tile, but also, it's like the corner of a wall. So I think that's wall. And how's over here? Ah, just one tile down. Of course. Ah, let's continue like so. That's all I can really say about the terrain right now. Yeah, you do have to have the poison damage to deal the finishing blow, but some classes have some very good poison picks. I mean, poison is like the one element that actually has a stat-dependent thing to it. I forget which class in 5 has the strongest poison of status, though. I know in Untold it's Dark Hunters. Whip Dark Hunters, that Viper skill, apparently has like a base tick amount of 700 at the highest level, which that doesn't scale terribly well, but like, my god, that is big poison damage. Yeah, sleep is something that you just kind of have to plan around. Which is why I don't go Harbinger with me, but they have the whole like, oh yeah, when you get hit, there's a chance to inflict sleep on whoever hit you. Like, that's iffy. It's kind of like saying just randomly stun a target when you get hit. There's a chance, of course, that it can do a lot more, but also a chance it'll do nothing, and okay. This is risky business. Yeah, I would say to max Harbinger. Actually, because I have a browser on my second monitor, and I know of a Let's Play that data mined all this stuff and showed the charts. Let's look at how high the Harbinger's poison scaling goes. Now, where is Poison Reap? Base poison damage, 440. The base chance is 70%, level 10. Yeah, I'm not sure how... So, no data mining that I've seen has shown, like, how the scaling works. Like, I know in Dark Souls 2 and 3, and maybe even Demon Souls if they had the menus for it, you can see like, oh yeah, this is how well the poison scales with this stat. There isn't anything like that in Etrian Odyssey, so I'm not sure if it scales with strength or luck or int or whatever. Probably luck though. I'd assume it's luck or whatever infliction rates scale with. It does scale, but the base damage, the lowest tick amount you can get, is 440. Which is pretty good. I mean, for poison, that's pretty good. For, like, single turn damage... pretty good starts in the 4-digit league. I'm still not entirely... I didn't pay close enough attention during the video I watched, but like I still know that like Thunder Fist can deal 99,999 damage. Just one single hit. Max damage. And not unlike an enemy in the first stratum on the first floor with a low defense. No, like on a post-game optional boss that you're supposed to fight way up there. Max damage. So yeah, Thunder Fist. Anywho, we
I'll go.
Yeah, that should work. Dude, Piglet as a whole is pretty broken. Like I've told you, like a lot of the like min-max parties use bind focused Pugilists. Not every single one, mind you, but a lot of them. Oh. Yeah, they really nerfed Pugilists in Nexus. Maybe a little bit too far, but it's still kind of deserved. Oh, you can cheese with zombie powder for sure. Takes a bit of setup though. So zombie powder isn't really there for like instant death. It's more so there. Well, it kind of is. If you ever fight a foe or just an enemy that needs an instant death conditional or is weak to instant death, then zombie powder is pretty good. It's like one of those little niche application skills rather than anything truly solid. But the main use of it isn't so much getting insta-kills, it is, whenever you kill a zombie powder, then gets resurrected as Wraith immediately, with the same max health they had while alive, assuming it's less than the HP cap for your party, which is 9,999. Or is it just 999? I don't know. Like the damage cap, it's like one off from like 1,000 or 10,000. So you get a really beefy Wraith. Until you go back to town anyways.
Did something just...
Yeah, as far as, like, legit, if you just want to insta-kill something, zombie powder is not the highest infliction rate. I think the highest one goes to Harbinger. But with them, they have a lower infliction rate than zombie powder. However, they have a conditional of if the target is asleep, then the freaking insta-death chance just quintuples. It's crazy. Yeah, there's some special stuff you can do with a max health zombie. So I'd say zombie powder isn't useless. Are there useless skills in this game? I mean, there's skills that are useless to your specific configuration or strategy, yes. That's, I think, always will be true no matter the game. Are there, like, irredeemably bad skills, though? I don't think there are. Maybe the Devil's Fist, Pugilist. It's the one that leads after Thunder Fist, because I might have the right name wrong. Or you punch a target and deal splash damage and recoil damage. No, that's not irredeemably worthless, is it? It's just a kind of awkward niche. It's like, splash damage attacks aren't really that good because you hit the main target for an amount and then you hit the side targets for half as much. But there's things like line target attacks that deal the full damage to all the targets, and then there's single target attacks that just deal a lot of damage to a single target. And Splash is just this awkward in-between where it's not quite good enough for a crowd clear, but also not quite strong enough for a targeted elimination. It's awkward. So I'm kind of not a huge fan of Fireball because it's splash damage, even though it is fire. I mean, I'll use it because we don't have much other options for fire, but you know. Now you know my stance on that. Even then, it's not useless, but it still does deal some real solid damage. It's just... like, it's not your go-to pick for single target clear, it's not your go-to pick for area clear, it's just like, if you need area clear, while also targeting a specific enemy, I guess this is what you go for. That's a very specific use case. For when it's the best option. If it's your only option, though, it's still a good option. No matter how far you go, the rocket train seems to stretch on forever. The relentless glare of the sun drives you to pause. As you wipe away the sweat pouring down your faces, your only thought is of thirst, but you don't have much drinking water. Speaking of... I got like 40% left in my pitcher. Pretty often I'll go into stream with a near empty, if not empty, pitcher. And there are times where I really wish I had a glass of water. You look around for something to quench your thirst. As you do, Howard spots flat plants growing near a boulder. Approaching them, you recognize them as a species of cactus that grows in rocky terrain. Red fruit hangs from their flat stalks. Yeah, it does. It does. Once they started in 4, they started adding in the splash damage to the line pierce. Like, before then... oh, and the line target too. So in the DS entries, there was no frontline or backline for monsters. Like, your party has frontline, backline, but monsters are just, they're all one group. So either you had single target or you had all target. And they added in the in-betweens in 4. What, that passive, it's like chain, whatever, where the more chains you do in a turn, the more damage each chain does after the first. That's an amazing skill. Like, you're going for multiple chains, that's just a passive that says, here, deal more damage. That's not useless. A useless skill would be Tornado in Land Snatch. Actually, no, not Tornado. Tornado is like a middle step thing. Tornado's in a weird spot like Fireball, where you have Raging Edge, which is a really good single target, and then you unlock Tornado and Swords, then Blinding Slap, then Falcon Slash, and like Tornado is like, okay, single target does splash damage, but then you have Falcon Slash, which just deals even stronger random target damage. It's it doesn't hit the same target twice, so it's basically an all-target attack that hits harder than Tornado. But then you also have Raging Edge, which also hits harder than Tornado. So, like, what's the point of Tornado? I mean, before you can learn Falcon Slash, and before it's, like, TP efficient to use Falcon Slash, then, yeah, Tornado has a place, but not in the grand scheme. Oh, the charge skill. Man, I forgot that existed. I was thinking of the passive. Well, again, like Zombie Powder, I can think of a use case for it. But yeah, I generally wouldn't use it. The charge skills are an awkward thing to balance. Because it's like, if the charge skill does less than double damage, then it's not turn efficient. Why are you using the charge skill when you get more damage just spamming the skill over and over again each turn? But if it is double damage or more, then why aren't you using the charge skill every turn? Every other turn, and attacking? It's a bit awkward to balance, and I think that maybe the best way to do it is probably to give it double damage or more, but make the TP cost really freaking high. The other way they've handled it is to make it a little bit less than 2.0, like it's a 1.8 or 1.9 times damage at max level, but it's like 2 TP to cast, so it's really cheap, but it's still not as good as damage per turn as just not using the charge skill at all. It's an awkward spot. But yeah, I can see where to go with that, because again, I'd use it if you have, say, like a sleep setup. It wouldn't really work well with a sleep setup because chain skills are multi-hit instead of one big hit. But similar idea, if you want to have a turn, if you have a turn where it's just like, I'm not really going to be attacking this turn, so there's nothing to proc my chains off of, then just use the charge skill. So then the next turn, when you unleash hell, you unleash more hell. But yeah, in general combat, though, you wouldn't be using charge skills much at all. I wonder how big the multiplier is on Warlocks, though, because they do have the whole charging chant. It's pretty expensive, though. Approaching them, you recognize them as a Oh, right, I believe I had read this. The fruit appears to be edible. You could try eating it, or remain cautious and leave them be. Well, obviously we need to study the fruit more. Despite your nagging thirst, you question whether it's okay to eat the fruit. Concern compels you to study the fruit more. As you do, you find a small insect on one. It appears to be a stag beetle. Seems to be a big fan of the fruit. Oh yeah, Pincushion. I really didn't use Buccaneers in 3. I just didn't like pirates. I mean, if I go back to 3 now, I'll give Buccaneers a go, because I know they're the Chaser class, and Chasers are... Yeah, I hope I just give up on balancing them, because Chasers are crazy. Like, they severely nerfed the Elemental Chasers in Untold. Severely. But you can still... you can still make them busted. So I just hope they just make them useful for normal play, and give up on high-level play. Because you want making chases balanced. So yeah, I kind of remember Pincushion. Or at least reading about Pincushion. Didn't really use Buccaneers though. Appears to be a stag beetle and seems to be a big fan of the fruit. If you want, you can catch the beetle. Yeah, let's catch it. You snatch the stag beetle and tuck it away in your cage. Hello. The stag beetle's eating the fruit, though. It might be safe for you as well. You need to decide whether to eat the fruit or leave it be. Well, obviously we'll eat it, since we've seen something else go for it. After whining about thirst, Howen picks the fruit without a second thought and bites into it. Seeds flood from the fruit into Howen's mouth. Howen spits the seeds out. As they do, they realize the fruit is also filled with a refreshingly sweet juice. It seemed they're not supposed to bite into the fruit, but instead suck out the juice from within. The rest of the party follows Harlan's lead, quenching their thirst with the delicious juice. Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. Your thirst satisfied, you resume the exploration with renewed vigor. Discovering cacti fruits, you quenched your thirst with its succulent juices and also captured a stag beetle. Damn it, that event. Alright, the chant skills for Warlock. I'm not sure if I should say which LP I'm going on. And it's a resource. So it's the dramatic. Actually, if I they've got Untold, Nexus, and 5, and just looking at Untold, they do have entries, of course, for all the floors, but then down here, we have things like Landsnatch, which they have their opinions on stuff, which I take with a grain of salt, because they are talking from a min-maxer's perspective with these blurbs. But yeah, we have the exact breakdowns of how much damage multipliers, accuracy, and whatever else is relevant. Yeah, axe skills were kind of irredeemably bad, though. There were some useful ones, they can deal high damage, and axes as a whole deal high damage, but the skills were just... Head Bash, it's just... It's supposed to, inflict heads, but that infliction chance isn't really that high compared to, say, a Hexer. And Landsnatch is really low tech, and middling luck, which are the two stats you need to inflict things reliably, especially tech. So, what the heck is Head Bash's deal? It's you're not going to inflict the head bind except once in a blue moon. Oh, and there's triple charge. So I'm saying it's even at boosted to level 15, it's a 1.9 times charge. And that's infliction. It's 2 times with a damage multiplier, but you need a boost for that, or it's 1.7. So yeah, it's a thing. Charge skills are weird. But yeah, oh, and also algorithms. Gosh, it is nitty-gritty math stuff. How defense is calculated. Yes, I have actually read through this, because I wanted to know just how valuable armor is. And, I mean, it's not worthless, but it is worth less than Vit by a long shot. Anyway, we got 5. So we got the class stuff. And of course use the Japanese names because they just imported the Japanese one and then got a translation patch or something. Unless they know Japanese. I forget which. I haven't really read the Let's Plays. I just go here for the data mining. Anywho, that out of the way. Now you know what I'm looking at. Where is the chart skill? Because again, it's translated from Japanese, so the names aren't one-to-one. I mean, some of them are, but others aren't. Oh my. At level 10, it's a 2.25. Ooh, wow. Oh, the TP cost is 15, and when you add on Quick Chant at level 5, that's another 5 on top. So you've basically drastically improved your Warlock's damage output. 125% increase, but you've also added on an extra 20 TP to all of your spell casts. Which I think is one way to really balance out the charge skills, TP efficiency versus damage per turn. I think that's a good way to do it. So then you have powerful charge skills, but there's... Because the other route would be low TP cost, but less than 2 times multiplier, so that way it's like you only use it when you want to do like a sleep bomb or something. When you have a dead turn. Even with like a 1.7 times, it's still nice to see the big numbers, but yeah, you're not going to see... Really not going to use charge skills that often if it's not at least double damage. Just because it's not turn efficient. Do we have space to mark out the TP? Kind of. Kind of. Hopefully future me will know what 150T means. Actually. Whenever it's multiple outcomes, do a tilde. You know, like you find an item, and then you get ambushed. I always be like, oh yeah, here's an item you get, and then tilde, blindside. Whereas that does, of course, severely restrict how much information I can give in a note, given I have to put 2 notes worth in one. But still, it lets me know within one note that, hey, you're going to have multiple things going on here. Positive and or negative. There is no event at this dead end. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Does that go 3 or 4? I'm just gonna assume 3 for now. 3 was right. Ooh, now here's the tricky part. Do I overwrite that with gray, or do I keep it yellow? I think gray takes priority. There you go. Alright, what's this toucan do? Prancing Parrot. This bird monster mocks adventurers with his snarky movements, but it seems to be afraid of thunder. We got no drops from it. Not quite sure how we get the conditional. Maybe an arm bind. Maybe a head bind. Maybe it's not a leg bind. We killed the first one with leg bind. Oh, this is it's a freaking lemur from the first stratum mechanically. Not mimic again.
Good luck!
Take this.
Yeah, they always had high attack power despite being mimics.
Awesome sauce!
Awesome sauce. There's no /s there, so I guess we gotta try it now. Didn't work out there because our Gephi just punched it to death, but you know. Yeah, fair enough. Some conditionals are their weakness as well. Yes, some are. Fortunately, it's not the norm for them to be bullshit. Hopefully. Alright, we go there, and that. Oh wait, that doesn't. That's a bit wrong. All side crystal. Wait a minute, I remember. What did this do? Did I use this, or did I just think it was neat and toss it into storage? That's what I forget. Yeah, that happens. Actually, let's just do equip. It's faster. Powering all-site crystal clairvoyance, a tool you can use to find nearby items, hold it above a map, and I probably did use this, didn't I? Oh, hello. It might be only within the what we've actually seen, though, but hey, it's nice. Passives. I know, right? Especially with it. Well, like, mine still help with the tail, but bacteria on the tail more so only helps to explain the poison infliction from a tail, but that's also apparent from the visual design. Okay, that is solid wall for those two tiles. I'm tempted to try and fight that thing, but no, because it is yellow. It is yellow. Got 26, 24, 25, 24, 25. Not yet. Not yet. It's too soon. Wait till you're older. Oh hey, did you know that the very first game didn't have strafing? That was something. Aha! Felt like I was missing it.
I see.
Felt like I was missing something. But yeah, chain boost, definitely worthwhile. Actually, because I'm here. Yeah, Devil's Fist. Consume HP before a melee bash attack to one enemy with splash damage. Like, I know this actually hits pretty dang hard. It has a high multiplier, so it's not irredeemably useless, but it, like, splash attacks just in general fall in that awkward spot where it's not as strong as a single target counterpart like Thunder Fist. But also it's not as good at area clear as like something that's actually designed for area clear. It's just in between, and I have a hard time finding use for that. Although there have been a lot of encounters here in the second stratum where we have like one enemy in the center and then two enemies that are like the same species on the flanks, and that would imply use for splash damage, because, you know, assume that you have the high priority target in the center and then the weaker targets on the sides. I'm like, yeah, that works. But other than that, it's like, why not line target? Why not all target? Like, why fireball when you can lightning bolt? And Pierce is arguably less useful than Splash, but it again depends more on the enemy formations, because it's obviously not as good as single target because it's technically splash damage, just organized a different way. Yeah, hold on, I just need to... There. Mapping. That's in the wrong spot. However, piercing is, I find, more useful than splash damage because there's no alternative to piercing when you actually want to hit the front and back row and those specific targets. Unlike with splash, where you have line target, and it's like, okay. Okay. Actually, it should be right here. Okay, I did draw it like that. What about over here? I mean, should I? No, I won't. It's like, for foes that stay in one place, I could put yellow, because that says, oh hey, this is where a foe stands. That's their path of movement, yes. I also have red to say, oh, they're the ones that'll chase you, this is just where they start. But like, should I put orange here to indicate that yes, they can see you, or stick with the yellow, because sometimes they might be moving while having a line of sight. So, Mapping decisions.
Did something just...
I have a feeling this is a campfire. Just a small feeling. As you make your way through the dangerous labyrinth, you come across what appears to be the remains of a campfire. Called it! You've seen this setup before. If you want, you can rekindle the embers to start a fire and cook something. Alara leans toward the embers and blows on them. The embers crackle weakly, but eventually grow into a vibrant flame. You successfully started a campfire. Desserts first, then dishes, then grill. Nothing. You want to keep our fish. You decide against cooking anything, so you put out the fire and return to your exploration. I go desserts first because they restore TP, dishes second because it's HP and TP, and then grill last because just restore HP and like aid command. We can spend TP to restore HP, so I'd rather restore TP with my consumables if given the option. What? Wait, why'd I go over... Navigating my map instead of... But okay. Okay. And done. Did something just... No, something did not just, and don't talk about it. First rule of Bonfire Club, don't talk about Bonfire Club. Second rule of Bonfire Club, light a match. Oh, that's treasure chest.
Huh?
Oh, given that says check, must be ingredients. Yep, that's forest wheat. Alright. It's still called forest wheat, even though we are... well, could you call this a forest? I mean, a forest, I don't think I'd call it the forest, arguably. Now, we're pretty close to getting a random encounter. And something might see us if we move into that tile, so guess what? Gonna get this random encounter out of the way. Alright, Chain Shock, Low Blue, attack that, Rune's Prayer. Lightning Bolts!
Good luck.
Be gone! Later.
Yeah! Yeah!
It's over already?
Hey, Electrified Beak, you were right. I think we got all 3 drops. Yeah, we got the Crested Wing, the Colorful Crest, and Electrified Beak. Alright, now for food. Again, is Argeffi injured? No, he's not injured enough. That's also a fair point. I always thought of it like... so you can't really... Oh wait, I'll zoom in. I get like a good straightaway, maybe like up here. Yeah, you can see up to the sky. So... Actually, there's a statue there. Okay, the statue begs the question who made this place, but also... Yeah, I always kind of imagine it like to the side of the tree. So like the path, you go up the forest, and then you go into the canyon, and then you go up the canyon to the further up. But yeah, I never really imagined this being like directly above the tree or even inside of it. Just like, okay. Actually, the second game's entire labyrinth is technically inside of the tree as well, but... I mean, at least all of them are forests, but like... You go inside of a tree, and then just inside the tree there's a forest. It's like, it's a bit more believable, but still, what? You stretch. Stretching reality there. Does this go 2 or 3 forwards? I'm gonna guess 3 forwards. Fantastic. Wait a minute, it can't turn, so that actually is a red line. I think it was just my imagination. Haha! Oh, come on. Wait, what? Okay, I have something to test. Do they actually have a max detection range? No, they do not seem to have a max detection range, so... we're pretty close to a random encounter now. Oh, are they potentially rotating? I guess I shouldn't be so quick to say that it's red then.
What is that?
Why, that is an event. Inside a room. Making your way through the rocky terrain, you come to a stop as you sense a strange presence from behind a boulder. When you check behind the boulder, however, there's nothing there. You tilt your head in confusion, wondering if you just imagined it. As you check around, Warfatus gasps and points to the ground. Vertus tells you there's a strong mana presence coming from there. It must be connected to what you sensed earlier. You can choose to ignore whatever may be there and continue on your way, or dig to see what it is. You know what I'm going to pick. Using your weapons as tools, you dig up the spot where Vertus pointed to, pushing the dirt away until you discover something. You find a small treasure box, marred with age. Vertus tells you it's sealed with mana. While you ponder how long ago someone buried this, Vertus dispels the magical lock. That was fast! Inside you find a handful of silver coins. Is it like 300 N? Either of these are worth 500 N or they're worth 100. I totally forget which. Let's just say 300 N. Using the power to sense mana, you found a buried treasure box. Hey, and a fair just leveled up from that. If only Lorraine was higher level. So I know she is an insert from a certain somebody else, but can't do that now.
Cool.
I'm just impressed that he basically did match arcane lockpicking while we just had a shower thought. Like, what? The time it takes to have a shower thought, he's just picked a fucking lock. Okay, we do that, and then we put here, and yes, there is wall there. Yes, wall does extend that way. Ooh, this is gonna be... Okay, We got to the treasure. Can we get out alive? I think just barely, but like, random encounter could fuck this up. All for a copper ingot. We do have a thread, so that's fine. Timing. Oh, hey, we could do full retreat, but no, let's not. Instead, let's just fucking obliterate everything. My god. "12 seconds. However, I can tell you that one turn in Etrian Odyssey is 2 minutes. Because I counted how many turns, how many steps it takes for an hour to pass, it's 30. And I haven't changed that between games. And one round of combat is equivalent time passage to one turn, to one step. So technically each round of combat is 2 minutes long. Which, according to my headcanon, is way too long for a fight, but also, you can make it work. Anywho, because I hate these guys for potentially getting us hurt by foes, I'm gonna go fuck y'all all out.
Let's go! I'll lend a hand.
Ruin's Prayer, Firebolt.
I got this. Are you ready for this? I'll help you. This is now. Oh, it's over already.
There we are! One turn kill. No movement has happened. 1 and 2. We are faced with death. Turn to the left, and into the door we go. And boop. Now they can't see us. Well, so it's now like impossible to get that treasure chest without being detected. No event here, but obviously we've met our friends again, so let's yeah, just a quick saunter. Just a quick saunter over this way. I have been interested at times to know how an Etrian Odyssey D&D campaign would go. Like, I think it would almost certainly be very combat heavy, and I'm not sure how you'd speed it up. Probably need some veteran players to... Not because they know how to roll everything in advance, but because they know what rules to cut or bend to make combat go faster.
Did something just...
I know as like a novice, you just have to obey all the rules, because you don't know what rules are you do and don't need. It'd be fun. Or not, you could just freeball everything, who knows. While making your way down a particularly barren path, you sense something off and stop at a dead end. You look down and notice the ground's been disturbed. You also see what seems like dried patches of blood in the soil. Nothing about this seems right. You need to decide whether to turn back or press on. Oh yeah. I mean, fortunately, when it comes to class skills, we have the skill trees to look at. And for stat distribution, I mean, we could have things follow like what we use in-game, or we could adapt them. Or not. Could just be randomly assigned stats as well. Now the next question, I guess, is... Obviously it can't be an easy campaign, because these aren't easy games, but it could be... The question then is just how deadly should it be? And how readily available should revival magic be? Or rather, how do you even interpret 0 HP? So I know a lot of people interpret 0 HP as dead. DE dead. But I interpret it as injured and unable to fight. Because after playing all these games, reading all the events, and seeing all the things that can cause you to lose HP, if you lost HP at the time of blood loss or direct injury, that would not make sense for things that can, for a pebble that could deal 999 damage to somebody, just from falling from a freaking tree. No, more so it's, as well as like if TP isn't mana because you don't use mana to freaking take a stance and cast a physical skill. You don't use mana to swing a sword. So I see HP as physical endurance, or physical fatigue, and TP as mental endurance / fatigue. Which then recategorizes medics as from casting healing spells to like legit just concocting things to causing poultices and other things, like just grabbing usable weeds and herbs off the ground in the middle of combat. Because that's what they're doing their mental exertion for, is to identify, find, and pluck materials they can use from their immediate surroundings to then patch up their teammates. Make them feel better. In that case, armor having little damage reduction then makes sense. Because it does protect you from getting injured, as armor should do, but the impact force still goes through. And you still get winded from it. So now the damage reduction to HP makes sense for armor being so little in past games. Then insta-death is them just, you know, I find the gap in the armor and give you a direct injury. So you can interpret it like that, and have the down state not be a dead state, but rather just an out of action state until you're brought back, because then also nectars make more sense. Because like, why would something very sweet revive the dead? It's more so you're giving them enough energy to get back on their feet. The other way you can look at it though is, as I said earlier, 0 HP means dead, so just revival spells are everywhere. Anyway, we have no means to investigate, so guess what? We're gonna push on. Despite your misgivings, you decide to explore farther. Suddenly, a giant metal trap snares Argeffi's leg. It's a mechanical bear trap. Argeffi's foot is ensnared. Argeffi loses 50 hit points. Fetus rushes over to help pry the bear trap off Argeffi. To manage to free Argeffi, who winces in pain and gets back up. You decide to destroy the trap so it can't hurt anyone else, then return to your exploration. Yeah, you really would. Also, it would explain how, you know, you can flee with dead people, or, sorry, quote-unquote dead people, you can flee with 0 HP. Like, you aren't just left there to die if you leave combat with somebody at 0 hit points. Yeah, like you really wouldn't. Yeah, it really wouldn't work. I mean, you could force a D&D system onto it, and that would have its use, but you'd also have to balance the combat encounters around that, which, fair enough, D&D combat encounters, if they're reskinned, would already be balanced for the system. Yeah, I know that much about D&D. The spell slots and a number of spell casts per day, and how you can burn higher level spell slots to cast a spell but stronger. Yeah, with EO it's just TP, which is just mental endurance. If you use a lot of digital things to assist, this would be a lot easier, but like if it's just dice and paper, yeah, you'd have to do a hell of a lot of homebrew. Just to make it, like, enjoyable enough to play, let alone true to form. Yeah, fair enough. I don't think I've tried doing it though, because I am the D&D virgin. All I've done is listen to D&D stories for a few years now. I still haven't played it. Came across a dangerous bear trap. The encounter reminded you to exercise more caution going forwards. Now, you see, that is worth egg in the basket. Yeah, if you really do want it to be true to form, you would have to homebrew a whole system. But if all you care about is just that it's like Etrian Odyssey themed, I mean, you could do that. You just reskin D&D stuff. Throw in some homebrew spells to emulate the skills and the classes. And, you know, base your dungeon and town maps off of the game, as well as your combat encounters, but otherwise, like, still just balance things around regular D&D. So you'd have martial skills and spell slots and whatever. Oh, hi, stairs up. Hello there, this is quite the welcome party. Oh, how do we even deal with this? Need a freaking panic guard, wouldn't we? I don't have much AoE. Oh no. Ruin's Prayer. Ice Cycle Lancicle.
I'll help you.
I completely neglected to even try, like, finding the other one. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem. Oh, that's a lightning bolt.
I'll help you.
Somebody's gonna get hit freaking hard by Mole Slash. Or we're going to have so much defense it doesn't matter. That could happen too. I'm not sure if I like the type name Panic or Confusion more so. I know I did not like the renaming to Panic when it first came about because, like, it's been Confusion for 3 games. Why would you rename it now? Also, I think Confusion just kind of makes it more acceptable to see the fact that, oh yeah, they're attacking teammates. They are confused. But it could be Panic. I mean, I can see how Panic would work, because when you're panicked, you aren't thinking straight either. You can still identify a friend and foe, but you aren't really thinking about where your friends are, so you end up hitting them by mistake. Like, you swing at an enemy, but you don't pay attention to where your weapons go, and so you just hit an ally to the side of you. Kind of deal. Or you start going, I need to get out of here, and you don't see any other path except through your own allies, at which point friendly fire. Something I don't freaking know. Confusion's just more easily acceptable, like, oh yes, they cannot see straight, or think straight, they just can't identify friend from foe right now. Versus Panic, which is like, you should still be able to, like, have some control. Winding down a path surrounded by rocks, you come to a dead end with a small hole in the wall. There's no way someone could climb inside, but it does appear to get wider deeper within. Perhaps you could put your hand inside and feel around to see if anything's there. Of course, there's always a distinct possibility something's living in there, lurking inside, and could injure your hand. You can choose to reach in the hole, or forget about it and just leave. Why can't we just look in the hole? Whatever, let's just YOLO. Harwin steps up and thrusts a hand into the hole, feeling around. Harwin confirms that it gets wider deeper within and continues to feel around. While everyone's watching Harwin, monsters ambush you from behind. Panicked, Harwin pulls her arm free and begins to battle the monsters. Oh, it's a squirrel nest. They weren't in the hole, but they were coming back to it. Reach to fire, yes. So, low blow. Actually, low blow that one. Get up that one. Aegis Prayer. Fireball.
Good luck.
Not gonna get a chain burst either this time.
Not yet.
Take this.
Hey, Alyssa, did your internet cut out? You got hit pretty bad there.
Take that.
Chain burst! Yay! Once the battle's over, you sigh in relief and look back at the hole. You see several suspicious shadows cast along the wall. Seems your last battle drew the attention of even more monsters. New crop bare their fangs at you and lunge to attack. We need to use a Medica. Let's just double attack. Alyssa, take out that one. Just regular attacks. Rune's Prayer. I Cycle Lance. Maybe like turn 3 we can use a Medica or something.
I'll help you.
Yeah, see? Get healed like a good chunk each turn. It's fine. This is fine.
I'll help you.
It's fine. You know, also, when you think of HP as blood loss instead of just physical fatigue, then how the heck does having a dog around make you... Like, how does animal therapy work? I mean, I guess they lick your wounds, but then, like, how does a hawk lick your wounds? How does a hawk treat blood loss? Yeah, if they just make you feel better, though, that would work. That would relieve physical fatigue. After the second battle, you sit down to catch your breath, but as you do, you hear the sound of wings flapping above you. Motherfucker. Motherfucker.
How dare you?
Oh. I mean, it's not Alyssa, but we have it down. I repeat, we have it down. Okay, we've got 2 nectars. Put up an Aegis. Prayer first.
I'll destroy you.
A feather on the moon.
Last one.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna call an aid command on our Giphy, but I really hope Harwin's not faster, is he? Alari's like the fastest person in our party aside from Alyssa. Mimic? What the heck was the counter thing then? Never mind.
Let's patch you up.
Though the monsters finally dispatched, you return to investigating the hole. Harwin, shoulder deep in the hole, feels her fingertips brush against something metallic. Then grab hold and pull out a near-new helmet that must have belonged to the adventurer. Well, you have no clue who hit the helmet in this hole, or why. The find boosts your spirits. What caused monsters to ambush you repeatedly? Exploring the hole in the wall led to the discovery of a new helmet. Three times. Blindside. And then we get an item. And again, further reinforcing the fact that HP is physical fatigue. How would eating meat restore your broken arm? Well, that one's a bit more. And if you are ill, you should eat food that does help. How would it be this rapid? Helmet if you... God damn it. Here's the thing, I don't think anybody really uses a helmet. Oh, actually +3. A helmet's like hat. It's light and well ventilated, made from baked materials. The thing is that helmets reduce your turn speed, while gauntlets increase your turn speed. So, but it's actually +3, so that should offset it. And there we are, Fog of War. It has now been maximized. Is there a gatherable point at the end? There is not. There is another event. Surprised there's not a second wheat gathering spot. You see the end of a long, rocky path you've been traveling up ahead. As you note that in your map, you notice a single white flower blossoming atop a cliff. The flower is quite beautiful, and just the sight of it brings peace to your mind. While you stare up at it, you reason that the flower is rare and not often seen. It might be useful to send someone up the cliff to give the flower a closer look. Someone with reflexes will have a far easier time doing this. Owl gives you a pleading look as if urging you to let them handle this. You can leave it to Lao, figure something else out, or just continue on your way. So we could send Alari up, because she should have reflexes. But Lao really wants to go. And who am I to deny a doggo? It's Falcon moment. You leave it to Lao and watch on. Lao scales the cliff like they were born to do it. Once atop the cliff, Lao sniffs around the flower. When Lao comes back down, they push their muzzle toward your hand. You see that Lao managed to bring a flower petal back down. The faint aroma from the flower petal provides a brief escape from the horrors of your adventure thus far. 35 TP. Praise Lao for a job well done. Thankful for the brief respite granted by the white flower petal. Continue on your way. Given by the fact it kept saying white flower in yellow text, this might be a quest item later on. Uh, 35 TP. All. Also. How would I do this? Yeah, wait. WHT flower. I'd have to do new spaces, which means capital W, HT, capital F, FL, WR. Now it's fruitful. Aha! Alari does know reflexes. Leave animal therapy as it is. Like, it's still a small amount, but it's not negligible. Oh, true, I could just do W for white. I went WHT though. I just took all the vowels out. But also W/ is shorthand for with. And I might think I just didn't have space for the slash and had like 35 TP with flower. Like, eh. Stick with white flower. Now, do I want a command? So if I increase aid command, it heals more, which is great. But also we rarely use aid command, I think in part because I don't think it's TP efficient, so fair enough. Now then.
Sweet.
Gospel. If we can get all of our healing needs covered, that would be fantastic. Hi. Chain shock. Arm crush. Just punch it. Aegis prayer. Yeah, I mean, I forgot that you can just do white, like W, B, or BL for black, or BL for blue, or BLU for blue. U for blue. But yeah, you reminded me that those one-letter abbreviations do exist. Fortunately, I think going with a three-letter abbreviation is a bit more verbose.
Good luck.
let's try to get the conditionals. So, like, punch that one, lightning bolt.
But they're mine. Take that.
Ah!
Take that!
Victory.
I mean, we got the conditionals, but we lost Harwin. This is exactly the time for honeyed fruit. Alright, do we have enough to make more honeyed fruit? Because we have forest honey, we have milk, egg, berries. Storage jar. Moon apple, forest berries, forest honey. Okay, we need to get a moon apple somewhere. First stratum, of course. Oh, and since we have a path to the stairs now. Of course. Lead us back down magical green path of automatic walking. Wait a minute. Are those apples? That's wheat. Really no apples growing up here? Also, how much food do we even have? 41 out of 60, that's not bad. Say it's a healthy stock. We have space for gathering.
Good luck. Down to the last one.
Bunch of weaklings.
Hey, are there apples here? Those are apples. Great. Ah. Yeah. That would have been aggravating, but not enough to warrant a reset from me if they were even. However, I'm not single party, so the XP values are all over the place. I ain't too bothered by it. It's too late to be bothered by it. Far too late. Alright, let's just punch things then.
I'll help you. What is that?
Yay, moon apple. Alright, I still need to go back to town. And there's a campfire on the way, so we can make a new revival treat on the way. Now, I fear just lost too much TP for the campfire rest to be enough. On the other hand, though, I could just go straight back in if I did that.
What's that?
Take that.
That must suck. Bunch of weaklings.
Yep, there we are. And cook some food and make some dessert. Oh, I could make pancake. Wait, I can make multiple honeyed fruit? I can only make one. They just only have the ingredients for that. I probably didn't have moon apple, did I? I have spare moon apple, so I'll save it for later. Or not, we shouldn't really have downed people at the end of fights. It's really easy just to say that they're dead. Like, it's really just, without thinking, I'll just say they're dead, but as I've just went on a whole tangent explaining they aren't dead, they're just injured and or incapacitated, unable to fight. It's so easy just to say they dead. Not sure if I should sell our stuff. Oh, that's almost a full inventory.
Welcome! Of course! I'll be glad to look after that for you.
Got it. You got some nectars. Fantastic. Not sure we even really need medicas. Like, if I just want one person to get healed, I'd kind of just use Lowell to heal him, or just leave Lowell to its own devices, in which case we'll heal him at the end of the turn. So I don't really want this in the small case that I'd actually want to heal him at the start of the turn. And how often is that? Keep the medic at 2s for like severe injuries, but otherwise,
Welcome.
Ran into a tricky monster, this time a huge parrot. It attacked it while it braced itself, but then it retaliated something fierce. I guess parrots mimic attacks the same way they do words. Didn't react to magic attacks, though. It seemed particularly weak to Volt. Maybe that's her best course of action. Yeah, that's the thing. For the most part, mixed element attacks are actually the best way to go, because how the game calculates resistances is it basically takes the best case for you. If you have cut Volt, or stab Volt in this case, and you attack an enemy that is resistant to stab but weak to volts, you'll actually get the bonus damage on your stab volt attack because it will calculate it with the volt weakness in mind. And if it was flipped and it was weak to stab or resistant to volt, you'd get the stab weakness. Same attack though, so mixed elements are pretty good in that regard. But in 5, they've introduced enemies that are like, if you hit them with a physical attack, or if you hit them with an elemental attack, you get nasty things happening. Like the stun cicadas, if you kill them with a physical attack, they scream. Or there's parrots, you hit them with a physical attack, they counter. So then on mixed types, you do get the volt weakness, but you also get counter-attacked. So that is... it's new that they've like balanced mixed types like that. So neat. Are you perchance fellow bug enthusiasts? I mean, no, but given how many beetles we've caught... I knew it! From this one with Army, our kindred spirits in insectophilia. If you ever fail to catch a bug in the labyrinth, just let me know. I'll allow you to buy the same one. For a price.
What'll it be?
Source of materials need to make a new weapon. I will accept that after I sell my stuff at the shop, because I want to know if I unlock the Jono. 1 milk, 2 eggs, and 3 forest wheat. Okay.
This one?
I'm glad you're handling this one. Remember that chef who asked for crustacean makings for a new dish? Oh, I went to check out his restaurant. Seems that chef's a bit scatterbrained. I really wanted him to stock up on shrimp, not lobster. Don't know how he confused the two. And again, his crazy new dish was met with rave reviews, so I guess it all worked out. Anyway, that scatterbrained chef has another request for more ingredients. 1 milk, 2 eggs, 3 bundles of forest wheat. Just need you to collect everything from that list. At least they're all normal ingredients this time. If you need leads on anything on the list, just ask the folks here at the tavern now. Good luck with the gathering. Yeah, because I really don't know where I'd get milk from. Also, berries, please. Can I help you with something? Oh, you want to know about the big case on my back? It contains cooking ingredients. I travel throughout the city selling them. You need something? I'd be happy to sell you whatever I have on hand. So you need milk, egg, and forest wheat, right? I have those. I can sell them to you at a good price. Good price, my ass! Eggs we can get from Janetta if we just take long enough. Milk, I... Can we get milk? No thanks. Huh, okay. Well, if you change your mind, feel free to stop by here. I'll be around a little while longer.
What'll it be?
Yeah, we got 2 eggs. Oh, we have the milk still. We just need to pluck some wheat off the labyrinth, or we should be good. That'll be easy.
What'll it be? We're counting on you.
Welcome! What are you selling?
I will sell you our full inventory.
Check out my new wares!
Parrot Wands, Maggie, Irana, Parrot Cannon, Greenleaf, Wing Mittens. Oh, no Jono. No Bono.
Anything else? Pleasure doing business.
Welcome. Which one?
Well,
This
let's
one?
accept it then. Taking on a new quest, are you? Alright. Let's see. This one's from Cyric. This will be your 3rd time taking on one of his requests, so I'll assume that you all know the drill
Off
by
you go
now.
then.
Cyric should be at the shop. More info on the job. Just stay safe out there, okay?
We're counting on you.
Hey, Cyric.
What's up?
Welcome. What can I do for you today? Oh, materials for the Jono? Whoopsies. Didn't the Celestian lady tell you? You already sold me everything I need to make myself a Jono. I tried to cancel the request, but I guess you didn't get the memo in time. Sorry. It's fine though. A job's a job, and a deal's a deal. Go pick up your reward at the tavern, okay?
Pleasure doing
Yay.
business.
Yay!
Welcome.
Now the question, do we give XP to this party, or do we give XP to others? Like Doreen.
Come again.
I'd say instead, let's go to Tulare Forest. Yeah, where's the right 2nd floor?
Huh?
Forest wheat. Gathered all the items requested. Report back to the tavern to turn them in. Haha. Okay, so who needs XP?
What will you do?
Get 19, 21, 19, 21, 19, 17. You're in then. 19, 22, 18, you're in. 26, 19, 25, 22, and we loop back around to the beginning. Denshaw for 1. Stark's already in there. Maybe Aerodrim? Maybe. Oh, Lorraine. For sure. Elsa Steri or Vipena? I'll go to Sosteri.
Very well then. Is there good luck to you all?
Welcome.
Grocery shopping 2. Electric Boogaloo. Looks like you've gathered all the ingredients he needs for the dish. Thanks. Hopefully that chef won't catch any flack this time. I'll hand her delivering this to the
Here's your
restaurant.
reward.
You handle making good use of your reward.
What'll it be?
Thank you.
You're all finished with Sark's request? Well done, as always. Every time he puts up a request, you're right there to solve them. Got a good thing going. I guess I'm part of it too, since I pass jobs along and handle the payments. Let's keep this groove going, shall we?
Well done.
Well, here's your reward. Thanks, everyone. Look forward to working with you all again. Is a sword. But who here uses a sword? Sosteri uses a sword. Hey, wait, Panic is full. Ooh. Could Alyssa use that sword? I don't know. Right, Naomi was going to be more support focused. Yeah, I don't know if I should keep investing in Magic Shield. Because with the heavy investment in Invisibility, she'll definitely be used in Gathering, but I don't think I'd put the Gathering party into a situation where Magic Shield is necessary.
Nice! 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 Nice!
So there we are. Actually, does the... Oh yeah, it just keeps lowering the encounter rate. Good, good, good. Wait, how much is it level 9? 160 steps versus 250. Yeah, I'll rank that up one last time. As of for you... I'd say 5's a good point to stop with the passives, so...
Okay. Okay.
Armor Pierce, really?
Okay. A new one.
Alright, don't you? Level 5 Animal Therapy. Wing Thrash, maybe. Hawk Arrow. Either target arrow or animal therapy.
I've learned it. I've learned it.
Alright, Lorraine. Let's invest everything into Focus Chant.
Nailed it.
Probably should have spread her points out a bit more to say Magi Mastery so she could potentially replace Warferitis. but whatever. Alright, as for you... Yep, just gonna Master Sylphid. Maybe put some points into Optic Thrust. Ah, Wind Curtain. That's a skill you don't use much. So, one line of allies will dodge the first physical attack targeting them. And I believe all it really does... So yeah, it reduces the cost, and then you just get, oh hey, now you can dodge 2, or actually 2 turns in effect. Yeah, it's... Again, some niche cases, but it's really expensive. It's really expensive for what it does. Yeah, it's negate the first physical attack on that line, which, sure, that is useful in its own way, powerful even. But, like, you could just use Predict to refocus everything to that party member, and if it's an all-hitting attack, you also have other methods of mitigation from other classes besides Wind Curtain. Like Line Guard. Or Aegis Prayer. Maybe Aegis Prayer is not good enough in those situations, but still, you get my point with that. It's like there's other ways to mitigate besides Wind Curtain. Wind Curtain's really expensive.
There's no new. What'll it be? We're counting on you.
Welcome.
Actually, Naomi may be seeing use fairly soon. I mean, I'm not going to spoil what, but given I'm building her, she may see use sooner than I think. Or I just rebuild her into something else. I mean, that's possible too.
What will you do? Who will you rally?
When you haven't registered the current gang squads. Oh boy. Gevi, Fertus, Larry Harwood.
Very well then. You wish to register this squad?
Yes, I do.
Good luck to you all.
Welcome. What'll it be?
Ah, Jono's above Pala. That's why it takes a bound hoof.
Anything else? Leave it to me. Yes, job well done. Yes, job well done. Yes, job well done.
Hey, maybe we'll see triple-digit attack on Alyssa this time.
Yes, job well done. Leave it to me. Anything else?
51 to 42. It's like 9 vit, but that's like plus 6 attack. It's like 9 defense though. Ooh. Oof.
What'll it be?
Actually, I think weapons should come first. Plasma Fist, that's fine. Crossbow. Ooh, we could equip somebody with a crossbow now. Whiz up, though. Yeah, I guess a Harwin, maybe. Ultimately, Harwin, yes, have use for Whiz. Actually, Lyra would get use out of Whiz, wouldn't she? Because even though her Whiz is really low, she does have a Whiz scaling skill. Oh, well, welcome back, Sora. You know, you never really say when you leave, so I really don't know you're gone, other than the fact that I can guess you're gone by your lack of communication. Ally gives luck up, which doesn't really... It doesn't really help Alari either. particularly keen players might notice, oh, luck? Wait, why do you mean luck doesn't benefit a rover?
Job well done.
Because the binds are inflicted
Job well
by
done.
your pets,
Yes.
and your pets
Job well
have their
done.
own stats,
Yes. Job
and
well
the skills use those
done.
stats
Yes. Job well done.
to do the bind checks, not the rovers. So,
Leave it to me.
ironically, despite being a bind and ailment inflicting class, or having those skills, rover doesn't need luck.
Good. It's a success. Good. It's a success.
Nope.
Leave it to me.
Gonna throw that
Anything
one
else?
away. Yep, okay, crossbows again. Parrot wand. Colorful crest, as well as the Herculean staff. Oh, that's just good. We do abandon Heat Wave, though, but I think it's worth it given the significant uprated damage.
Anything else?
Even at like +0, it's still as good as the
Yes.
other
Job
wand
well done.
+5.
Yes.
Feather wand.
Job well done. Yes. Job well done. Good. It's a success.
Oh, silver shards, nice.
Leave it to me. Anything else?
Okay, on to armor. Okay, frontline, leather vest. Slice armor, can't use. Putting gloves and wing mittens. Spring. Wait, where's Koshka? We don't have Oh my, we got something we shouldn't have. Thank you, quests. Agi +5 though, jeez. Where do we get a writhing root from? Whatever.
Deal.
There we are, the scraper boots.
What'll it be?
I don't even have a pith helmet yet. Nice. Alright, so all that's left then are the green leaf comfortable green gloves made from the colorful feathers of a crested bird.
You wanna equip it here? You wanna equip it here?
Oh, and also Warfair has so outdated shoes.
You wanna equip
Oh
it here?
boy. There we are, scraper boots.
What'll it be? What are you selling?
Alright, that should be good.
Pleasure doing business.
So, looking at large skills, was it animal therapy skills with Wiz? That should heal more. How's this brushing?
Welcome! Do you want to save?
Alright, we have no quests. Oh, I need to talk to everybody. Then we're on to floor 10. Little sis can be very quiet, but she always works so hard. She really is a good little girl. According to her, she grew independent because she had to raise herself, and has such good examples of what not to do. Can you believe she'd say that about our older sis?
Yes?
Yes. Wait, are you saying she's not just talking about our older sis, but me as well? Rapid Acorns, you're right.
Have a nice day!
Well
I mean,
done.
I can say the same thing.
Heya.
I've looked at my family members and seen what not to do more so than I have seen what to do. Say that much. I don't give him like a... He doesn't really speak like a Welsh Irisher. any other kind of accent on him, but like just a hint of it there. If you haven't noticed, I have given him like a slight Welsh accent, but I try to tone it down because it's not exactly full blown. Well, at least you tell me you're going now. So, that's one step of improvement. Well, you know where to watch the replays if you're still interested. And you know when I'll be streaming. So, with your notice, you may now leave as you see fit. Our brownie don't grow as big as other races, so even as adults we get treated like children. But we know how to work that to our favor. Haggling with cheap nobles or clueless traders will act naive to lower the gods. On that note, brownie make perfect assassins. One suspects a small, smiling merchant till they've already drunk a poison-laced potion. Wait, please forget I said that. Yeah, that's a... And I have not watched anime in a long-ass time. Yep, that name does not ring a bell.
Pleasure doing business.
Wait, we just went in here.
Welcome. Come back soon.
Welcome.
We did talk to the patrons. Okay, now I have... Oh, yeah. Like, I haven't... Gosh. So, I think, like, in high school and college, I was, like, religious, like, zealotry when it came to watching anime. Like, I think I started watching every single anime that was airing every season. Both the good and the bad ones, and that's exactly what led to me burning out. Just one day, like, I missed an episode, like, alright, I'll just watch it later in the week when I have a time, but that never happened, and then you can miss another episode, and another, and you just kind of stop caring. And it's not like a moment or anything like, oh, I guess I just won't bother now. No, it's just, it's been months, and then you realize, oh hey, I haven't watched anime in a while. Wonder what happened. Just a very sudden burnout. And I have like rarely watched anime since. I still like it. Still like the art style, I still like what anime I do watch. But I really don't go out of my way to watch it anymore. How then? How does I recall? Oh, yeah, that very first line.
Doing business.
Welcome.
Yeah, I think if I... Not sure how or if my tastes have changed since then. I mean, they probably have, given how many years it's been. It'd be hard to have the same taste after that long. I probably would, if I do ever go back to watching anime regularly, it would be probably just the good ones. Or ones that are like... Or if they're not good, then ones that are right up my alley. Although first I'd have to find a way to watch anime reliably, because I used to have a Crunchyroll subscription, but I don't now because, I mean, first I stopped watching anime, as I said, so I let my sub relapse, and also no money, so I can't, like, resubscribe. And technically my family has Netflix, but I haven't bothered to get the password for it. And plus Netflix has an increasingly limited selection now, from what I hear. So that would leave a pirating site, you know, a free site, which I used to use before Crunchyroll came around. I used to have some reliable ones, but now I just don't know. I kinda hesitate to risk going on there and potentially getting some, they probably use a lot of ads now to stay afloat, and ads are malicious. On the internet, anyways. I feel like... Oh gosh, I always forget how exactly I do Egar's voice. If you feel like you're getting in over your head, it's wise at times to slow down and prepare yourself. Always take your equipment into account. A balanced set of weapons and armor can make all the difference. Taking things step by step will aid you as you explore.
Good luck to you all.
And finally, a promise.
Thank you for coming.
So sorry I had to see that. Council work can keep me busy, with all 4 races calling the same city home. Disputes do arise. Ooh, okay. That's interesting, because I know the browser I use, Opera GX, has a built-in VPN, and it doesn't let you pick which country specifically you want to be from, but it does let you pick a continent, and Asia is one of them. So, depends which part of Asia I get, but I might be able to use YouTube then. It's a nice change of pace whenever you come around, like having a break. Is it Funimation? Because I know Funimation's on YouTube.
What would you like to do? Well done.
Ah, I'm at floor 9. Add to the registry. Thank you.
Which will you register? Well done. Which will you register? Well done.
Registered 50 items in the compendium. Here's a little something for all your hard work.
Which will you
Oh.
register?
Somehow I feel like maybe 3 years ago I came across that randomly. Didn't pay it much mind, but that does ring a bell.
I expect great things from you.
Well, that's something to check out later then. Hmm. 2213. From Antarctica. I mean, it wouldn't be hot there. Probably don't have to deal with wasps in the wall. Never mentioned that, did I? There's a wasp nest in the wall of the house. Maybe I mentioned the no, I don't think I did. For a long time, one part of the roof has been leaky, and before we could get it covered with a tarp, or rather pay some guys to cover it with a tarp, because none of us, we were either too young, in the case of myself and my brother, to go up there and do it, or too old in the case of my parents. So it just kind of, the wall it's like over is really rotted. Really rotted. Like you can, if you get close to the wall, you can feel the wind through it. And there's some wasps this year have made their nest inside. Honestly, I've sprayed it a few times, but like they entered through the vines on the outside of said wall. And the spray has like killed parts of the vines, which is nice, but like they're literally entering like into the wall itself, so I can't spray the nest directly. So spraying it may kill like a couple dozen or something, but ultimately just pushes them further inside the house, which is bad because we want them out of the house. Alright, good night, Sora. I mean, come winter, like actual winter, most of the hive should die out. Like, I think only the queen, from what I've read, only the queens should survive, and they'll only survive via hibernation. At that point, we can safely, or relatively safely, tear down the vines, maybe get a direct look into the nests, and maybe kill them while they're asleep. Maybe. Oh, but starting yesterday, the stink bugs have come out again. Are now seeking refuge. They aren't really inside the house in Forest. I've only seen like one inside the house, but like on the windows? There's like a dozen of them on the windows. Kind of fun to flick them off, because like you flick them and they're so dumb, so poor reflexes that when you flick them, they of course get detached by the force of the screen bending, but like they just plop. They can fly, they have wings, but they're so slow, like mentally slow, that they just hit the ground before they actually realize they're falling. But yeah, you flick a window clean, then like turn back a minute later and there's like another 3 or 4 on there again. They're relatively harmless. I mean, they are harmless, they don't really attack humans, it's just they're very loud when they fly, and if you kill or directly threaten one, they let out a very strong, I guess, grassy scent? It's a scent that many people really don't like, but I'm not particularly bothered by, other than just the sheer strength of it. Cilantro, I think it was akin to, I don't know, it's some kind of grassy scent. Okay, let's go up and above. Although it's starting to get hot in here. I mean, yes, it is cooling off weather-wise, but like my room, it still has like no ventilation. So, frick, all the heat from my monitor and my PC just gets trapped in here, and it's like, fuck. Not as bad as it was during the summer, of course. I think Alyssa would remember. I've had to cancel streams early because I'm like, shit, I am running out of water to perspire with. But this is getting uncomfortable right now. Fortunately, it's like 12 minutes till end of stream, so... Well, 12 minutes till the earliest normal start time. Stop time. 12 minutes till the earliest stop time, so not too bad. I want to look up what the weather is, like just how hot it is outside. Hello, doggy. Because if it's particularly cold outside, then I could just turn on the fan of my AC and blow in the outside air. And that'll help. But I don't really know right now. Anywho, let's do a headbind, because I assume you use your jaw to attack.
Good luck. Take that. Ha! This is it. Ah!
What? No chain proc?
Down to the last one. That's the power of teamwork.
Oh yeah, item descriptions. Forgot to read those. Although first, before I forget... Grilled apple to Orgepi. Canine jawbone. Lower jaw of a ferocious mongrel. It's hard to process, so it keeps its shape in crafting. Blackened claw of a mad dog. Tip breaks cleanly under strong pressure. Crested wing. Severed macaw wing. Its bones and feathers are quite versatile and used for many things. Colorful crest. Feathers from a macaw that ridicules adventurers. The size of the red circle determines its price. Electrified beak. The beak of a macaw that died from electrocution. Curiously, the charge made it heat resistant. I wonder what material does that, though. Alright. I don't think we'll do too much for 10 since there's 9 minutes left. Oh, that's not up. Yeah, the statue is there. What's up with the statues? Though we do have all the giant roots here, so it is believable that we are, like, near Yggdrasil, since its roots obviously reach here. But yeah, that's... geographically, it doesn't make a huge amount of sense. There is some leeway because it's a big-ass labyrinth, but still, that only goes so far.
What is that?
Fruits, this is Moon Apple, isn't it? There we are. Hair just gone, jeez. Eldritch location. Depending on the game, that is not a wrong statement. I'll check out the other door first. Since it doesn't lead into a tiny room. Does this lead into a tiny room? No. No, it don't. Oh boy, chasm. Oh boy, chasm. It's gonna be difficult to map until we get to the other side. What are you? You are weak to ice, as I thought. Weapon break. Canine Jawbone, Black Dewclaw. Like, here's the deal with Curse. It's like, you get half recoil damage. It's like 100 hit points, so maybe it takes like 40 recoil damage, but it has 600 hit points. 40 is nothing. What makes you think that, Alyssa? Actually, is that weak to... It is weak to panic. Fantastic. Now I'll have WoW be on healing duty still. Alright, so heal that, and Ice Lance.
I'll help you. Die already.
I think we're gonna go back to using Dertrifa. was like, now's the time to change.
Take that! I'll help you!
Not yet.
You won't get away from me!
Oops. And some nectarons.
Are you okay? Too easy.
Not half bad.
Could use a command, could use food. Chop. Of course.
Fine.
There's more.
Is there more?
Not bad.
Yeah, I don't think we should really explore much farther, given just how, Yep, okay. Let's rethink the party. So that's a really high damage unit, single target, so decoy bunkers would work. Hold on a moment. Oh no, wait, never mind. Thought we passed by a shortcut, but no, we just entered a shortcut. I wasn't paying close attention. So... high damage single target, so we can go with your Trifa. And have Revival Herb. And just be able to, like, when they go down, bring them back up. Or I can bring along Zemma, and use Decoy Bunker to take the brunt for us. Or both. Yeah, that is Twitter. Just take the weirdest and skim the top off the worst of the internet, and there's Twitter. I was about to say take the weirdest and the worst. No, the worst is on 4chan. But what's at the very top of that you can see on Twitter?
Good luck! This is now!
This is it. Down to you.
Let's keep it going!
I might even bring in Ardentia right now, because bringing along Hound instead of Lowell could will give us some line target. So we have Zemma doing bash damage, or Trifa having a bow. Either Dargav or Ardentia. And who's on the front? Well, Dargav then if I want more front line. But then where's the area attack? Oh, well, Ferritus has to be in there, doesn't he? Yes, I do need a Warlock after all. Yeah, fair enough. It is supposed to be a social media platform where you keep in touch with people you know, but it's, as most social media is these days, it's also become a place where the dregs of humanity come to gather and make use of a loudspeaker.
I underestimated you.
That's rather lucky. Lunalari got paralyzed. Huh.
Huh?
afternoon. Good night and sleep tight. How can I be of service? Have a nice day.
Alright, do we have any nectar in here? Yes, we do. Ah. I could feel that sneeze coming, but it came on too fast to warn. Like, by the time I know it's a sneeze that's gonna happen, it is upon me.
Have a nice day.
Welcome. What are you selling?
Anyway, I'll call it here, given I'm starting to actually sweat. Oh, hey, there's a
What are you
Koshka.
selling? Pleasure doing business.
And we got back to town, it's 22:31. And we're on floor 10, and I gotta think of a new party to use for floor 10, because freaking dogs. Those doggos need a leash. So, thank you very much for watching. May you have a great rest of your night. Catch you all in 2 days' time. On Tuesday. Farewell.